Thank you, seconds. May we have the contestants for the next contest, please. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This is a heavyweight contest over 30 minutes. 2 falls, 2 submissions or a knockout to decide the winner. Between on my left and in the blue corner from Worcester, a nice warm welcome, Judo Pete Roberts. And in the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, that much-travelled young man from Cheetham near Manchester, Colin Bulldog Joynson. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Max Ward.
And here we go for an intermediate bout here. Pete Roberts of Birmingham, judo ace, of course, on the right there, the fair-haired, good-looking fellow in the striped trunks. And his opponent, Colin Joynson from Stockport. Very much heavier than Pete Roberts. So once again, Pete Roberts has got weight to face here. 1-1 coming up any second.
Seconds away, round 1.
And 6 rounds to go, 2 falls to decide this. We get away from the knockout tournament for the moment, but we'll see the final of that, Rocco versus Myers, after this bout. But will, of course, the winner will be facing Marty Jones, the light heavyweight champion of Great Britain, at Northgate Arena, Chester, on TV in June. We'll be seeing that. Jones has just returned from 6 weeks tournament, a very great success in Tokyo. So that should be an interesting bout in June. Mark that date down, grapple fans. This bout, of course, put in between here in order to give the last semi-final winner, Clive Myers, a little bit of a breather before he takes on Mark Rocco in the final. Roberts with some initials on his right-hand side of his trunks there, and a very nice figure 4 head scissors on Colin Joynson at the moment. Mick McManus, would you say that Pete Roberts giving away just under 2 stone here this afternoon to a very experienced Colin Joynson, do you think this would make a pretty good catch weight too?
I don't think it'll make a great deal of difference, not at this weight, Kent. I think that we could be in for a lot of good wrestling in this match. Both men are capable of some good moves, good holds, good falls, and it could be a very interesting match. I just hope that they both sort of settle down and wrestle, because we've had a lot of rough stuff in the first couple of matches, and we certainly look like being in for a terrific final with Myers or Iron Fist and Rocco. But I think this one's going to be the emphasis on wrestling. It looks that way anyway.
Yes, and nearly always with Pete Roberts, he would love to keep to wrestling all the time. And I should think Colin Joynson too. Let's see if Mick's right there. The wrist lever there. Double wrist lock to Joynson. Joynson in the dark trunks. Almost under 2 stone, about 1 stone, 11 pounds weight advantage. Just a couple of minutes to go in this first round, and we've just heard that Leon Fortuna, the unfortunate loser of the first semi-final against Mark Rocco, who was knocked out in the second round, if you remember, has a badly bruised hand, apart from having a slight concussion, and is being taken on the way to hospital by the St. John's ambulance boys now. Still Joynson staying in close. Anybody against Pete Roberts must do. This judo expert, judo black belt, Pete Roberts, caught in another armlock. Nearly got him. See if he tries that one again. No. Yes, that's the typical of Pete Roberts. You see, he's told to step back from the ropes. Ropes break, and he immediately steps back and breaks. It should happen all the time, of course, but I'm afraid it doesn't. Oh, Roberts on top now, but I'm afraid he's only got just a little left under half a minute to make this one count. He's trying to force Colin Joynson's shoulder blades back. He's got him back to canvas. Now can he hold him there? Real powerhouse, this fellow. The Taschenpanzer, the Germans call him, pocket tank. And that's exactly what he is. 7 seconds. And the bell to end round 1. And over to you, Mick.
Well, a very good wrestling round. Let's hope they keep it up. I thought it would start off like this, just feeling one another out. That's Colin Joynson, looking very brown. He's just come back from holiday in Mallorca, so I should imagine he'll be feeling pretty good. Usually spends 2 or 3 months of a year in Germany. I think he's going off actually to Hamburg in September or October for the tournaments there. Always finishes up in the first 6 or 7, which is pretty good going out there in that company.
Second way, round 2.
Round 2, 5 to go. No score, 2 falls to decide this bout. Pete Roberts, judo Pete Roberts, and of course Kung Fu as partner in tag wrestling. Roberts from Birmingham versus Colin Joynson from Stockport. And Max Ward, the referee, having no trouble by comparison with this bout so far. Don't think Max Ward has even delivered one slight private warning yet. Yeah, oh, beautiful inside whip there. And follow up too for that leg grab was quick by Roberts. That's what Roberts has on his side against this tremendous strength, is the speed of a real lightweight. And I'm afraid something really drastic has happened to the ring there. Max Ward is inspecting it. Doesn't look too good at all. Whether the remember, Clive Myers had trouble with this ring right at the beginning, and the ring experts are right at it. Well, now wrestling ring is repaired. Back to the same round, round 2, and wrestling's got a hold on all of us here as well, because this is going to be a great bout. Peter Roberts and Colin Joynson continue with just over 1.5 minutes, minute 3/4 gone, but we'll know from the timekeeper in a minute. In that second round, it was a board under the canvas that went, and I think, and hope and pray, it has been cleared up. So, in fact, there are 3 minutes to go in this round now. And Roberts again getting out a lot of trouble, as he so often does, with that right foot going behind the left calf in that figure 4 head scissors of his. Terrific bridge by Joynson. Toes and head only touching the deck, which means a pretty powerful neck, especially when you got that hold on you as well. But Joynson out this time. So release the feet by going for the head. Just ended up at the face bar. I was hoping for a both ends then. Joynson starting early with these forearm uppercuts, which must mean he's a little worried about his opponent's speed, trying to slow him down a bit now. Oh, yes. Crossed hands, a couple of minutes to go in the second. And that finger interlock that was started by Roberts has caught himself in the full jab stranglehold. Yes, that's the way out of a whip too. Oh, perfect whip by Joynson. Beautifully timed, but Roberts had his reply timed to perfection. Backhammer to Joynson now. Going for the opposite arm lever at the same time as holding on the backhammer with his right knee. Just 1 minute left. Roberts surely hasn't got the strength for that. Still in the finger interlock. Very nearly there. His toes went right back underneath him now to get his balance. He's had problems with his knee recently too. This can't be doing any good. He's there. It's just about there. 15 seconds to go. 10. And he's there all the way round from defense to attack there, Roberts. Right on the bell of round 2. Next McManus.
Great favourite in Germany. Just recently returned from Stuttgart and Berlin. I think he'd come 6th in the tournament in Stuttgart and 3rd in the one in Berlin. Looks in pretty good shape. His wrestling is better than ever, and this should be a very interesting match.
Second way, round 3.
Certainly nice to see Pete Roberts back in the British ranks. Anyway, he's been away for a long time. Then he had an injury on that knee, as I was mentioning earlier, and we haven't seen him for many months now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So round 3, 4 rounds to go, and still no score. 2 falls to the side of the 6-round contest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Roberts really forcing up that, not jerking it out, that hand right up the back between the blades, but forcing. Not legal, of course, to put a jerk on that arm. Should automatically break the arm and put him out of wrestling for a heck of a long time, because the promoters would be extremely mad with him, breaking one of the strictest rules in the freestyle Lord Mount Evans rules wrestling. And over, not quite as far as our side of the ring camera there, fortunately. Roberts can really dish it out against the weighty man. Really dish it. Oh, but held beautifully there by Joynson. Held well, and a stranglehold is on. There's a power stranglehold, that one. Have to be a neat trick that gets Pete Roberts out of this. Oh, that wasn't bad. Back elbow. Ooh. And a flying tackle. Roberts following up with a cross press very quickly indeed, but not enough. He finds himself wrestling with a referee. He apologizes profusely. Maxwell smiles, realizing it's quite unintentional. The crowd, of course, will love that. But it was a beautiful move by Roberts following that flying tackle with a quick cross press. Colin Joynson's strength a little bit too much for him, thrown up. And it's Roberts thinking about a single leg Boston, but he hasn't got very much mat there between him and the ropes. Even if he gets his man over, which is doubtful, he'll be right into the ropes. He's nearly, but he hasn't got him over yet. It's the nearest he can get to a single leg Boston anyway, from that angle. He's got the wrong leg under the wrong arm, you notice. And he's given up. With 2 minutes to go in the third, he quits. No point in continuing with a hold if you can't get a score from it. So quit and try something different. And the crowd, as you noticed there, I'm sure, applauded that. Flying head scissors figure 4 style by Joynson this time. That Joynson right foot is right behind his own left knee. Very far up his leg indeed. That. For unfortunate Roberts' head right in the middle there. On the way, I should think. Great causer of cauliflower ears, that. Good throw, keeping the arm lock on. He doesn't want it. Goes for the double-hand wrist lever instead. Again, the side headlock by Joynson with just 10 seconds to go. And more ear trouble to Pete Roberts on the bell of the third. Mick, that must be a tremendous causer of cauliflower ears, those 2 moves we just last saw.
Yeah, it's not very pleasant at all. That was a terrific round, that. Lots and lots of action, and for 2 big men, they're really moving around. I thought that Roberts, when he went over the top rope, he could have landed a bit awkward. It could have been a bit of difficulty for him, especially when he's had that bad knee, and also recently broken ankle, you know, which I think he's got over all right now, but it could have been awkward if it had landed.
Seconds away, round 4.
So halfway through this bout, Colin Joynson versus Pete Roberts, and still no score. 2 falls to decide it. Yes, that Roberts, only a year or 2 ago, he had that broken ankle, and now the knee too, but he's certainly not showing any of the troubles that he's had recently with injuries this afternoon. Roberts coming on the attack again. That's Pete Roberts with the lighter trunks, the big stripe down the side. Fair-haired boy from Birmingham. And still, referee Max Ward has not, I don't believe, given 1 private warning to either of these men. It's a further Nelson there, but it's, yes, I thought it was a little bit loose. And, base of the spine dropped right on the point of Colin Joynson's knee, and that's really going to worry Roberts. Just exactly where that got him. On the backside or just above. If it's the base of the spine, he'll know it. So Joynson thinks he's got back weakness now to go for, so he must have had another knee drop. And a follow down with that cross press, and Roberts in trouble, couldn't get out from that one. Just 1 minute, 20 seconds into the 4th round, and it's Joynson the first fall. And our MC, Fred Downs.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. In the 4th round, the first fall in favour, Manchester's Colin Joynson.
Good fall it was, too. Mick, that was a pretty neat one. You must admit, although it was the heavier man
Very
producing
good.
it.
That's the speciality of Joynson. That's first blood to him. He loves that pick up and drop on his knee, and he's a pretty strong lad, so he can get them up nice and high. And of course, the higher they come up, the harder it is when they come down. But he's one fall ahead, and he's looking for the other one, obviously. And of course, Pete Roberts is also looking for 2. But it's at a disadvantage for Roberts now. You know, with your 1 fall behind, you've got to keep going all the time.
Second weight, round 5.
2 rounds to go, and Joynson in the dark trunks on the right. They're leading Roberts by 1 fall to 0. Now can Roberts come back into this? If he is hoping for a win in this bout, he has got to get the equalizing fall or submission in this 5th round to give him a chance for the winner in the final. He could, of course, still win by a knockout or disqualification, which is highly unlikely in this bout, in the last round. But in falls or submissions, he's got to get 1 in each to win this bout. Pete Roberts will go flat out for it, that's for sure.
2, 3, 4.
Another double-handed face bar. Joynson's too clean on that over the back for the surfboard with the toes locked. The face bar still there and the back breaker with the knees. And he's trying for a winning submission now, 2 to 0 if he gets it. Mick, that surfboard move there, when it's done that way with the feet hardly locked at all, a little bit of a dangerous, because if it doesn't come off, it leaves the front right open to come in on a counter, doesn't it?
Sure does. It's not a hold that I specialise in. In fact, I never use it at all. But it must be pretty heavy going for these 2, because it's pretty hot. The lights there are hot, and they're sweating quite a lot, and it must be hard work. Funny enough, the last time I sat in with you, Kent, when Joynson was wrestling, he also wrestled a very long match. I think he was at Nottingham, and he wrestled a draw on that occasion with Terry Rudge.
Oh,
so
yeah.
he seems to be engaged in long matches these days.
Yes. Well, this could be longer if Roberts comes back, as he looks like doing at the moment. But Joynson up at 8. Another crutch hold and slammed by Roberts. This time he goes over for a cross press, or can he hold it now? Just not heavy enough to hold that powerful man from Stockport down. Not without much more severe weakness preceding the move. There's another move that wouldn't go into willingly against Joynson. The finger interlocks, double finger interlocks there. Joynson nearly always comes out with the advantage from it, but that's a way to counter it. Joynson happily back at 7. Try a shoulder check. And a couple of minutes left in the 5th, so Roberts has really got to move now if he's going to have a chance of winning this bout on falls.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Again the finger interlock, again the single Japanese stranglehold by Joynson. And the backbreaker. Trying to get the feet down as well to force the backbreaker to be even more severe. And Joynson in trouble. Oh, got a count of 2 there, Roberts. 1 minute to go. Now Roberts has to give that one up too. That's sporting bout, and that's what the applauses are for. 45 seconds, and Roberts, of course, doesn't know that. Pity he doesn't. He'll brace it a little bit, because he really must move now. He's going to get that chance. Toe and ankle. Half a minute. Still weakening Roberts, but not going for a fall or a submission here. 20 seconds. 15. 10 seconds, and the position reversed, so Roberts has definitely had it this round now, so no chance of winning except on a knockout for Pete Roberts. His round 5 bell comes up. Nick McManus.
Well, like you suggest, Roberts is either going to get a knockout to win the match or get a fall to equalise. So the ball's in his court. Whatever the result, Ken, I think it's been an excellent match, and let's face it, we did foresee some good wrestling, and we've had some very good wrestling, very good sporting contest, and I think the crowd have thoroughly enjoyed this match.
Yes, seconded, Mick. So we're certainly enjoying it ringside.
Second way, 6th and last round.
And final round 6 coming up, and still Colin Joynson on the left there in the darker trunks without the stripe, leading Pete Roberts by 1 fall to 0. Can Roberts now get that 1 fall or submission to equalise and make a draw out of this, or go for a knockout? Doesn't look like at the moment. It will be the other way around from the state of things at this present moment.
3, 4, 5, 2.
Yes, nicely over the top. And through the ropes, unfortunately. See how quickly again Pete Roberts steps back when he realizes his opponent's feet through the ropes. Doesn't make use of it at all. He just breaks instantly. Nice rolling arm up there to Roberts. Certainly causing Joynson a little bit of trouble there. And a nice grab of the head there. Back elbow to the neck on the way down. So still on weakness, Roberts. Side. Oh, beautiful body check. Still Roberts following up. Right across his back there in a high hip throw. Round position. Beautifully done. But still the side headlock, which won't get him a full. Came up perfect time. Oh yes, took him right around the side. Now he's got a chance of a folding press here. Roberts, yes, he's got it. Just under 2 minutes into the final round, Pete Roberts makes that equalizing fall that he's been after. What a great finish. Great draw. And Fred Downs must ask for a special hand for both these men.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the final round, an equalizing fall, judo, Pete Roberts. And before I announce the referee's verdict, ladies and gentlemen, I think we'll all agree, an excellent, I repeat, excellent wrestling contest.
Even the referee applauding, Mick. How about that?
Oh, it was a first-class match. Restores your faith in wrestling, about like that.